Hey there, it's J-Rod here for Rich Retirement TV, and if you know anything about me, I am all about the race to space. You've seen in the last week or so, space companies are exploding on the announcement of a new ETF by the company ARC that's going to bundle together a bunch of space companies. Leading the way, you got great companies like Virgin Galactic, ticker SPCE. And others. You got a lot of great stuff here. And I actually did a video in July of last year highlighting three space companies: Maxar Technologies, Aerojet Rocketdyne, and Orbcomm. And of those three recommendations, Maxar has more than tripled since then. Aerojet is been taken over, and Orbcomm is up also more than double. So these stocks are great then, they're even better now, and today I'm going to highlight three new plays for you and I think are going to explode here over the next 3 to 6 months. So let's dig right on in. All right, so first stock on my list is Globalstar Incorporated. That's ticker GSAT. They're a mobile satellite services company. They're a leader in Internet of Things connectivity, and they own a lot of really valuable mid-band spectrum. So they're making fresh deals with key business partners like Nokia to get their products and spectrum in use at big places like in Seattle, where they've just cut a new deal to have their products in the port there. They're as you can see here, just of the last couple of weeks here, stock explodes from 40 cents up to all the way up to almost 150. Again, a lot of activity around space companies. Starlink, as you probably saw, has put more than 1,000 satellites into low Earth orbit, just ready to deliver internet from space to a lot of the areas that were previously underserved. GSAT is a company that's right in that mix there, and really when you see the just explosive move, you might think, oh man, J-Rod, this stock's already popped. Where's it going to go from here? Let's zoom out a little bit, and I'll show you exactly where it's going to go from here. As you can see here, we were looking at a daily chart. Now we're zoomed out here to a weekly chart over the last 5 years, and as you can see, the stock explodes, breaking above here the blue line. That's the 200-week moving average. So the breakout that we've just seen is not just on the short term. It's broken out of a major long-term moving average here. That's very bullish moving forward. And you take a look. The company Virgin Galactic is a far more expensive company. Globalstar is still, even after its huge breakout, it's just 120. My price target on the stock is 250. That offers upside of more than 100% from where the stock closed here. And it's really, if you dig in here, talk about upside. 250 is just below here the 2017 top. And in the move we've seen over the last 3 or 4 weeks, the stock is nearly at the halfway point of that drop. And typically, you see here, that's the dotted line here. So the halfway point of that drop is 130. We just in the last 2 weeks have tested that. So haven't quite broken out of that line there, but still, I love this breakout here with support here at the 50-week and the 200-week. Moving average. So I see this moving to 250, and from there the sky's the limit as momentum in the space sector grows. Let's go ahead and take a look at the second stock on my list. It is Iridium Communications. They're one of the biggest most important satellite companies in the world. They've got a major constellation of satellites already above the Earth, but they've just built out a new constellation called Solar Edge, and that's going to offer superior what's called remote asset tracking, and that allows its customers who use its satellite technology to keep track of shipping boats as they cross the sea, planes in the energy industry, to making sure that there's no pipeline leaks, or keeping track of shipments as they're moving back and forth. And Iridium is just, over the last 20 years, 30 years, been one of the biggest names that are putting satellites into space and keeping us all connected here. My price, as you can see here, another stock that's making explosive moves to the upside. It's got just over the last, let's say, 3 or 4 months, stock's gone from 24 to nearly $50. But if you zoom in a little bit here, you might say the stock's run up. How much farther can it go? You take a look here, and again, my price target on the stock is $100. And if you take a look between, in 2020, the stock carved out a nice range here between $32 and $16. That's a $16 range. You see here back in November, stock explodes over that, breaks out of that upper trend, the upper bound of the trend there, and just goes basically vertical here. And you see the stock kind of pauses a little bit here at $48, right? So that's the, if you take 16, that horizontal range between $32 and $16, you slap that on top of 32, that gives you 48. And that's, oddly enough, where the stock kind of takes a pause here. But as you can see, it breaks out over the last couple of days or so. You get a little bit of a pullback over the last couple, but still holding here at 48. So, in the near term, I see this stock heading to 64, and then, again, you add another $16, that's $80. And really, when you're getting that close to 100, it's like magnetism. I expect to see the stock hold here at almost 50 and make its way to 100. That's upside of nearly 50% from where the stock is trading right now. And if space is to explode, Iridium is going to continue to explode along with the sector here. The last stock on my list is AXT Incorporated. That's ticker AXTI, and they're a maker of semiconductor substrates, which is basically the wafer or other components that make up a silicon chip, and they specialize, AXT, in computer chips, substrates, whatnot, for satellites and for 5G communication. So high performance components that are necessary to drive the satellites that are going to be driving 5G and internet from space. As you can see here on the chart, just another explosive company here. In November, we see the stock explode here, stopping just below 1030, but exploding over that level here within the last month or so. And what I really like, you see the stock is pulled back a little bit over the last week or so, but has not come back down to that 1030 level. That 1030 level, where you see the line highlighted, that's not a short-term breakout. What you've just seen here is a long-term breakout of the stock. We're looking at a weekly chart now, going all the way back to 2017. AXTI makes a high here at just about $10.30. We see the stock come all the way down to $2, but just regain all of that lost ground and just make that last breakout above 1030 here in the last couple of weeks. this is a massive move. You see here the weight. You can kind of see here the volume of some of these moves higher, especially just before the breakout, and as you see in the last couple of weeks, as the stock has broken out, just moving higher. And you can see here, again, we're looking at the blue line here is the 200-week moving average. The red line is the 50-week moving average, and the red line there is about to cross over. That's we're about to see a golden cross here on a weekly basis, which is very, very bullish for the long-term trend of this stock. Very, very good to see. And my target on this stock is $20. Again, you see that breakout. The stock really trade in this range between roughly $10 and $2, $8 range. You slap $8 on top of $10.30, $10. That gives you $18, which is just spitting distance from 20. Again, I see magnetism kind of pulling the stock to $20. From the stock's current level, you're looking at upside of more than 60% from for the stock is now. So, and you've seen a big run up in this stock, but as SpaceX, Blue Origin, and all the other Virgin Galactic, all these companies are sending either satellites into space or a spacecraft commercially into space to build up this infrastructure. AXTI is going to explode right alongside the action here. So a lot to love here in these three companies. Again, take a look at Globalstar, ticker GSAT, Iridium Communications, that's ticker IRDM, and AXT Incorporated, that is ticker AXTI. All three of these companies I expect to be atop the space race and really continue to break out from here. So take a look at these companies. And thank you so much for watching today's video. For Rich Retirement TV, I'm J-Rod, and I'll see you next time.